Rangers kept their wonderful form as they beat Hearts 5-0 at Ibrox, and in today's video we will touch upon the game, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news for the last 24 hours that includes the club eyeing strikers for this summer. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Jack Butland has insisted there was never any chance he would leave Rangers during the January transfer window. The goalkeeper who is in the frame for the England squad was linked with a return to the Premier League last month. However, Rangers swiftly rejected an approach and issued a hands-off warning to interested clubs during the window. Now, Butland has revealed he wasn't interested in a return down south, as he explained an emphatic "no on all fronts" response to transfer interest. Speaking to the BBC, Butland said, "No, I'm enjoying it. There is too much to achieve, there is too much left to do." It was a straight no. My agent said, "This is happening, what do you want to do?" I said no, and he said, "I agree." The club have said no anyway, so it was just a no on all fronts from the get-go, and that was that. We were actually with the team, I think on deadline day we were all together and at a team event, and that was that. There wasn't even a chance. Butland made the move to Ibrox in the summer after a loan deal at Manchester United, and his Crystal Palace contract coming to an end, and the goalkeeper has thrived for Rangers with Gareth Southgate taking notice confirming Butland would be considered for an England recall. "It's up in the air," said the England manager. "I can't deny that, so again, and we have to make sure we're watching everybody, Jack Butland included, because he's obviously playing at a big club and is an experienced goalkeeper. It's not an ideal situation with Aaron not playing, Sam at the moment not playing, and Nick injured. We'll have to see how it all plays out." While it may seem a bit early for a transfer talk, Football Insider firstly have revealed that Kemar Roofe will leave the club at the expiry of his contract this season. Speaking on a recent podcast, transfer correspondent Pete O'Rourke revealed that the Jazz will not extend the forward's deal at Ibrox and he will leave the club. Manager Philippe Clement is eager to reduce the age of his squad at Ibrox and recruit young but high potential players in the next transfer window, a major factor in the club's decision to depart with the 31-year-old. Kemar Roofe is set to end his Rangers career after 4 seasons. Roofe has also suffered consistent injuries during this spell at the club and is currently sidelined with an injury picked up back in December, and he only recently just returned back from injury in the game against Hearts. His frequent setbacks are believed to be another key reason for his exit. The former lead striker arrived at Rangers for a fee of around £4.5 million from Belgian side Anderlecht in 2020, and has since then bagged 38 goals across 93 appearances in all competitions. He helped the club to the title in his debut campaign in the 2020-2021 season under Steven Gerrard, having scored 10 league goals. Following this news, Football Insider have also claimed that Rangers are working on deals to land strikers this summer. This comes after the news this week that the club announced the signing of Arias Allen. Philippe Clement has been told by the Rangers board that he'll be allowed to bring in a ton more signings in the summer, and he will be back sufficiently, even more so if they do qualify for the Champions League, which they're well on course of doing. They're exploring the market for a versatile forward capable of spearheading the attack and also able to play out wide. Niels Koepen's January signings have all got off the mark, and all 3 of them scored in Saturday's victory over Hearts. Speaking of Hearts, in this part of the video we'll discuss the major talking points from the 5-0 win. Hunter to hunted. Having spent 2 years in the shadow of the city rivals in the league, it was inevitable that questions would be asked of how Rangers would cope with the pressure of being table toppers. But they answered them yesterday afternoon with one of the best displays they have produced under Philippe Clement. They could have prevailed by a more emphatic scoreline had it not been for Zander Clark. The Hearts and Scotland goalkeeper produced an outstanding saves to deny Tavernier, Ridvan Yilmaz, Dessus and Silva. Lawrence Shankland and his teammates certainly had long spells with the ball and applied pressure in our box at times. However, Jack Butland did not, in stark contrast to his opposite number. Clark had very much to do. The Hearts defenders will not want to watch this one back. That said, no team will enjoy a trip to Ibrox between now and the end of the season, and the Rangers supporters turned out in force yesterday and created an intimidating atmosphere which Hearts failed to perform in. Diamand is a diamond. January signing Diamand opened his account for Rangers when he broke the deadlock in the first half of the Premiership game against St Johnstone at McDermott Park last Sunday. The former Nordsjælland midfielder showed that it was not a freak occurrence yesterday when he netted a goal that was a virtual carbon copy of his strike 6 days earlier after little over a minute. He controlled a pass from his fellow new boy Cortez on the edge of the Hearts penalty box, took a touch and then fired a low left foot shot beyond the outstretched Clark and into the bottom left hand corner. The Ivorian had not played regularly in Denmark since the end of November when he moved to Scotland, and Clement cautioned that it would take his time to get up to match fitness and sharpness up to the required levels. But the 22-year-old has made an immediate impression and looks, even at his early stage, to be an excellent acquisition. With Cortez, the Colombian winger who arrived on loan from Lens last month, getting off the mark, and Silva, who joined from Wolves in the window, getting in on the act, it's fair to say that Rangers are far stronger now than they were in the first half of the season. No Todd, no problem. With Todd Cantwell sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks with a hamstring issue, and Diamand retained in a deep-lying central midfield alongside John Lundstrom, Tom Lawrence slotted into the playmaker berth just off the back of Dessers. The loss of Cantwell is a blow to Rangers. The Englishman has been one of the most consistent performers since play resumed after the winter break, and has scored important goals in our wins over Hibernian, Livingston and Aberdeen. Clement will be hoping that the former Norwich man can make a speedy recovery and will be available for the Europa League last 16 games against Benfica next month. But the number 10 is the preferred position of Welsh internationalist Lawrence, and he had no difficulties debutising for his club mate. He probed for an opening all afternoon, pinched possession from under the visitors' noses on numerous occasions and supplied Cortez before the second. He received a rousing ovation when he was replaced by Silva early in the second half. If he can stay fit, then Cantwell will not be missed while he is out. Dessers double. The big Nigerian striker who took his tally for the 2023-2024 campaign to 16 with his brace yesterday continues to confound his critics. Philip Sebo would have buried his second, but his first was delightful. He got on the end of an inch-perfect diagonal delivery from John Souttar and dinked a volley beyond Clark. He was a popular winner of the Man of the Match award. The summer signing has gone from being a figure of fun to a darling of the support, with Silva coming on and netting a peach and Kemar Roofe also making his return from injury. Clement has now an abundance of firepower up front. Rangers fans, what are your thoughts on the victory yesterday against Hearts? Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.